Liquid for the first time in their history. Did you bring that up?
This
starting lineup,
true.
I should say. Starting lineup.
The star-studded lineup.
The star-studded.
But we do still have Device over here towards the back of Sandbag. Zipex through the smoke denies Christu, and now Device is going to start revealing himself. He's able to get one, now two, potentially a third, until Gade's able to answer with something. But with that first kill from Gade, he finds himself in a 1 versus 5 situation. So North, yeesh, it's going to be a tough spot. They kind of dismantled their opponent yesterday here on Vertigo. It looked really good for them, but I think Pimp has a lot of good points when he's arguing that Astralis have always been strong on Vertigo. I'm down for that. We've got a nice melange of SMGs in the mix. But here's Yugi out of the corner. They thought they had found timing on poor Dupree. He fumbled that smoke grenade. It bounces off the wood. They thought maybe they could pressure him.
Dude, the Yugi landmine sitting on the stairs behind you.
Well, he's not going to find much action this time because we have North already trying to fumble their control on A. Ooh, that one hurts. Poor MSL.
Magic's going to try to catch the lurks. The meta still hasn't changed much at A. They changed the material, but it's all about this fight. Up the ramp versus smokes, hopping over sandbags, trying to get control on the wrap. And then on the other side of the map, it's like a different map entirely. You know, B has so much more to do with mid and B by itself, and A is like all on its own. So we've got two different factions now working together to defend. A kind of a nice bait setup to get some extra damage in. Most importantly, to get some info, a nade off and fall back.
Oh, another little re-engagement here for Dupree, so making sure that he doesn't just give them all of that real estate, keeping those forward angles. It's been a real pleasure watching this B bomb site develop as time goes on, but at this moment, not looking too easy to get into. Yugi is going to finish it. 4 members of their defense here on A, and with 30 seconds left, and this utility being volleyed over, they're ready for the hit. So they're looking to bunker and hunker down. Another piece of utility, but the Molotov gets extinguished in the smoke, and that leads them to walk right into Zipex. He's only going to find the first kill. We've got a boost on CT to get vision over smoke. It works fantastically for the first. Now they're going to try to jump up over it as well. MSL, he's shut down, and it's a 3 versus 2 in the post plant. So at least North have gotten this bomb down, and the CTs are tasked to the retake. Dupree comes out from elevator, but this is both members of North on ramp. And they're gonna wait. They're gonna chill. CTs peek out on short because of that flash. They're starting to wrap. They're gonna get this pinch, and Dupree isolating the 1v1s makes it look all too easy. Now there is the pressure of the defuse. Yugi calculates it down to the wire, but that's the 5-0 start that Astralis had hoped.
No threat of a CT trying to big flank. Nobody's willing to take that risk right now, and that means that it's a stalemate in some sense. Over on the A side
for him as he commits to the 30 bullet spray down. But regardless, that's a very easy opening pick for North, and they will happily take a 5 versus 4. They completely transition over to this B bomb site, so now Dupree's gonna feel the heat. He's spammed through smoke. Christu, 6 cents as he drops that one and goes one better. Hard entries, clean headshots, and a 5 versus 2 on B.
Just an amazing space creation there. And Christu is a player who I haven't been impressed by.
Has been this consistent A start. The beginning of all the rounds, we're getting these gun duels early. So Astralis again, not shying away from the utility. Oh, Magisk. I like that Device is playing around to this boost angle. I feel like going for just a deeper angle to peer down A ramp is a little bit dangerous when you know all these bodies have been here early for North. So at least he's got that safer setup, but again, he will try to pry his eyes over smoke. Yugi, with that secondary AWP, is at the top of mid, and he peels one off. We have seen near no mid play up until this point. But 30 seconds left over, 2 versus 5, desperate for some sort of an opening. Completely separate are the members of North, but Cajun's still successful. Now, we saw that head. Yugi's been seen here by Christu, who is the bomb carrier. So as much as Cajun B can be successful over on the A site, it really hinges on Christu, and he has now equalized this. 15 seconds left. If they're going to make the play happen, if they're going to try and play for this win, they've got to do it now. But Device even giving them another chance. If only the plant. Oh my God.
It.
He's got it.
And Dupree's going to wait and just listen. Yeah, he might actually.
Nelly for.
That's true. And I think even if Device hits his shot, there's a chance the plant can go down. But Christu has to get mid and basically had 2 players lurk out. 1 player got caught immediately, and then that still ended up having them win the round. So we can see the immense value from trying to take mid control for them, even if it's predictable, and even if it doesn't go so well at first.
Yeah, we got a little change of pace here, boys. We've had Zip a wall bang to try and hold back the A players. This time, Device has had enough. He tries to change pace, shoves that op down their throats. And suddenly, it's going to take North over towards this B bomb site. Now, Yugi has a passive angle, but he is fully blind, as was Christu. So that definitely helps. Cuts off the head of the snake, and now looks to deal with the wiggling body that was the last 2.
Be comfy here. It's just not the guy you want to peek you on this angle. I think of anybody else, maybe in the world, you know, for him to hold an angle like this, probably the scariest, the most guaranteed to at least get a single kill. Oh, but Magus, did he push up?
Yeah, he came back around. Ooh, and MSL looking to do one better there. He actually creates a great distraction for Gaiden AZ to combine on site. Look at that wall short meant they had to plug a hole. Ooh, they seem to come.
Is in a very hard to trade spot.
Back to the early numbers game. Again, that smoke that keeps them off. Ooh, that's damage. 99 from the op versus AZ. Device, you're not supposed to be on that side of the ropes, my dude.
Oh my God, I'd be so scared.
Yeah, that's the kind of kid who falls in the gorilla pit.
It's like watching someone step on like the plexiglass on the top of the CN Tower.
Yeah,
You get scared irrationally.
Man, I can't even stand on the manholes in the street because I'm not falling into the sewers.
It's the last place I want to be. Oh.
And actually, I take that back. That's the last place I want to be. On the receiving end of Device's off, just a smidgen of his forehead peeks over. And how about another? Same place, same time of day. You know, they say lightning doesn't strike twice, but Device maybe has other ideas. He's still dodging flashbangs in the midst of it all, smoke denying any kind of vision, and he is very much alone here. So a dangerous game to play, but
oh my God.
Regardless, swapping to the M4. Let's go. A jack of all trades. He stops that bomb, and he knows he has another target here.
Freaking Tom Cruise. Yeah, man. And
5 for now, just barely. Gonna make sure he puts teammates in front of him so that he's not the first to fall.
Who do you think is winning the spam fights? I agree. I think, you know, North are actually been very on point with their few tries through the wall.
Yep.
Astralis have had some good spams back. I can't really tell who's the better team at that.
I'm not sure who's better at it, but I know that North are benefiting from it the most.
Okay, I like that. That's probably the best way to look at it. Boost ensue. Device perched up. Shot in.
And Magus with a second. They know that MSL's still here. He tries to go over, and this time it works. Last time he was denied that shenanigan. Love that he tries it again, and it works. Christu is going to give cover so that MSL can get out of position once the bomb goes down, and we have ourselves from the 2v3 to the 2v2.
Oh, he's dropping the Molotov early.
Whoa, and MSL goes for a peek. Thinks that maybe he would find Yugi moving his feet, trying to get away from the flames, but that's not the case. Christu, he's gonna get close on this. Again, it's just gonna take a couple of kills if he wants to finish the clutch. He's inside of the smoke. They're gonna have to go around it. He knows they're tapping that bomb, trying to get him to make his move. He guts down the first one, but it's a stick. A disgusting stick that you kills. So
Yeah.
they've come out swinging here, Mohan.
Yeah, they're rock solid. I'm rock hard. Everything's going super well right now.
It's a great Wednesday. But we also have a little bit of pressure here for North. MSL gets gushed, so you could argue he's lucky to be alive. He'll fall back. He still has that precious grenade. It's become his sole purpose to dunk that on someone's noggin. But he kind of cheats back into the depths of his bomb site. There are multiple frags here, so they're just welcoming them onto the bomb. Whoop! Yugi, good job. Fakes the plant, gets out, expects that they would go for such a tricky play. And there's the follow-up nade. That one lands. You can see how deadly it really could have been. Look at Dupree here. He's the insurance policy. Cajun's not going to check this corner, so now that flank has been dealt with. Everybody on the bomb site for Astralis can set their eyes forward. And they're all on the same page. Bomb already halfway gone. Ooh, and it's going to get difficult to exit the elevator. Another couple of kills coming in. This is just a frag fest for Astralis.
Beautiful people that you'll ever meet, inside and out.
Device? Yeah, all right. Pause comes to a close. Man doesn't let go of W. Runs all the way into the depths of the B site, and that creates so much space and gets so much information that Dupree can confidently come around the corners. Look, Astralis aren't even ready for such a pace. They have to go back and get that bomb, and all the while still maintaining this B bomb site. Sure enough, somebody tries to jump over top. That's AZ, who has managed a second. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This was not supposed to happen. A 3 versus 4 turned even keel, and here comes Yugi with a cheeky mid flank. Again, mid hasn't really been an issue for either team. The T's tend to avoid it, but look at Kristu confidently just...
It slows everyone down. So it's a difficult situation for the CTs to be in. Another value of mid, of course. Interesting push up here by the CTs.
I think we're getting
they literally
weird
boarding flash. It could make sense, and it has been a lot of slow mid, so maybe a nice conditional read.
Oh, minimal cover here to try and play with inside of the B bomb site. So AZ removed first and foremost. They have spotted a player on that construction boost over, but look at Gade ready to go inside of the bomb site. He's got his back covered by Cajun. Dupree's starting to remove other players, but he dies too inside of the site. So the flank is all that remains. We saw Cajun close the first half with a 1v2 clutch in near this exact situation, but now he is the CT. So can he manage the retake? Trying to take shots at the first. That's Magis pinned down behind Orange. I was talking about how quad becomes such a limited position, and you can see that with Dupree. He has no cover, but still swing.
A double stack up on the outside of B, push forward. And that area in general is kind of where the site is now. It's kind of like the long A on Dust 2. It assists the site without being the bomb plant zone.
Everything's kind of shifted.
And you can play for yourself there.
Ooh, shadow advantage device. Who am I to say? 3v5 north? Maybe. Perhaps. There's a chance. Cajun's able to close down that first duel, and Dupree was on his own, so there's a little bit of timing for Cajun, but he is stuck. Nowhere to go, and losing teammates. He's naded, of all things. Gade with everything to do here. Map 1 very much on the line, and he's denied any further footing. Folks, you've got Astralis with a strong start here in the... Do you believe in the North Stonks?
I don't look like he was really part of the team, which is kind of what they want out of him more than anything else. And I think if he's in that comfort zone, I feel very confident in Astralis.
All right, good to know. Well, talking of confidence, look at North. In this pistol, on the CT side, they decide to go parading down middle, and they are met by a booby trap.
A Yugi trap?
It was a... yeah. To deny any library vision, that bomb goes into the depths of the bomb site real deep. That bomb's planted in the back. Now, obviously, Device keeping his eyes on the potential for an apartments flank, but I think once Zipex sees the numbers coming up short, this should confirm to the T's that maybe Device doesn't have to watch it. But I eat my words, because one goes back and peeks into Boiler, so now they know they're pinched. These counter-terrorists on short are in a real pickle. But luckily, Cajun's grenade kind of alleviates a little bit of pressure here. Gade whips back round, taps into the head of Device. Bombs planted for Zipex, and he gets the diffuser off of it. There is no kit on the play. A 10-second stick. That one frag from Zipex should have, could have, may have been enough. You hold your breath. Oh! What could have been dire straits. Regardless, whoa, hold on.
What a flash.
Yeah, peeks with it, goes ahead and topples 2 players. So North, with the economic advantage potentially slipping, we still got that triple AK set up for Astralis. They're gonna continue to trudge along towards A, Cajun B. What can you do? He doesn't see the player over towards library,
Come on,
loses
Dupree.
his head. Yeah, and follow-up damage. The Deagle is dirty. AZ nowhere to be found as Astralis.
Even see the halls.
I think it was clear. It was just over top.
Extremely static now. Astralis pressing their faces against this final choke point. Once they turn this corner, it's completely on, and we'll decide if they are going to commit. They do have the bomb stationed up here. Device behind the half wall, prompting a smoke. Dupree will send 1-2, and this might elicit a response in terms of counter utility, but the T's are coming in.
Full commitment, full defense. Christu, oh, he had a corner to play with. He still manages the dink. Incredible. Alive is Magist, but barely. Bomb plant on the other side of the smoke. AZ, ambitious on the spam, but now because he's stuck on the reload device, he will take that any day.
Different nuanced variations of executes come over, have a Molotov land at your feet.
Flubbed the jump onto the second box of oranges, so he tried to come back around for it. This time just throws himself into the full open, so thank goodness for North that Christu can trade, but he has another at bat. That's Magist with a headshot swiftly, quickly, calling for
position as well. Yugi, does he clear it? Doesn't seem likely.
Oh, one. And
if you win every time, but sometimes you can win with the pistols. That's the dream we sell you. That's why you love Counter-Strike. Sorry.
It's okay. Little flashbang piece up here towards the top of middle, but there are a lot of pistols trained forward. That's bomb thrown down for a moment. Another attempt here, and oh boy. Astralis starting to throw away a round versus just the pistol players. We said that the op could win the round, Launders. You forgot about that crossfire setup over on A. The pistols prevail for now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, they will be able to maybe get back into control. Astralis shoulder to shoulder here. Dupree and Zipex versus 4.
Okay. What do they do? That's the most curious part. Moto Smoke comes out. Try to isolate the players in the site. They know there's two. They gotta know.
Yep.
Simple crossfires here. One in the pit. He smoked out and flashed as well. Chance there. Moment. Zipex gets the trade, and they have identified the second player in pit.
Yeah, they really want to get that pit player out of here. Gade, he has to just kind of tuck into the depths of the corner. He's calling for the rotation to come in as quick as can be. Dupree trying to look forward, but he gets popped by MSL. Now the op comes into the equation. Zipex on the clutch goes down, and North
without Gade's permission there in the back of the site, but they wanted to get the kill first. So that's the bet that they made for themselves. Would have still been difficult, obviously. Oh my God, he's so nuts at this. I feel like it was just a continuation spray, and they ran headfirst into his bullets. Probably didn't even realize he had killed the first guy yet, but no chance in trade behind him, and then wanted to get him in that position to fight, but just failed to fight. Or if they had missed a Molotov that was supposed to land it.
Yep, they're gonna have to try and trudge through this. They're met with a little bit of counter utility. Christu takes the high ground on the boost. Now the coffin peek from Cajun B. Bomb down, follow-up damage. Excellently done there from MSL, calling the shots and making that play happen. He is excavating.
Then 5-head. He's the signature of the round here at the turn of the bracket. Wow, they're turning up the pace though. Astralis running through a Molotov into a flash Cajun, but he had a glimpse, I think. Was able to stop Dupree. This puts everything to a hold right now. Magic will now try to make up ground. Fails the entry as Cajun covers him perfectly.
Yeah, they're charging into this headstrong, trying to spam the walls in the wild. Gade in pit, can't get that second hit. Zipex, 19 health at the end of this one. Wow, he follows through the smoke and through the edge of the wall. That finally creates the space for Yugi, who had been so desperate to get that kill on sight. Zipex tries, he might unkill nonetheless. Ready for the repeat is Zipex. Now that route towards B is open. Bomb still floating behind him on Arch. Not going to be cut off by Cajun as he doubles down on the commitment towards A. So both Astralis and North recognize that options are open for the offense.
They're in the demilitarized zone right now, and there's a warrant for them.
Look out for the landmines.
Yeah, to sit here. Don't back up into any landmines. There's kind of a good excuse for them to sit and wait to see if the A rotators get scared, or to see how the B player responds. But B player is alone, so they're seeing that he's playing passive now. MSL makes the correct play. This is basically just asking for a retake. But look how the rotate comes in. They can't go through CT as easily anymore because they're terrified that someone's staying to lurk.
Looking for that. Ooh.
Oh.
That absolute rock solid info that the second player's on B. MSL is going to creep back into the angle. Yugi playing a dangerous game right now, but the smoke denies his route. He was thinking maybe he could fall back into construction. Now he's going to need these crisp AK headshots, and he starts off with the first one, hits the second. MSL's low.
New Jersey!
Yugi!
drop silently as well. Holy.
I'd be frustrated if I was MSL. 2 moments of timing there at the bottom of mid where Zipex just shows a shoulder. MSL gets a little excited, but it's over towards the A site that this bomb is actually going to go. Device used the solo commitment at B. Dupree can't manage over on Balk, so there is an opening here for North to try and lock it down. He gets into the pit, and he calls for reinforcements. North, they sprint over through their spawn, but Zipex has him gone, so it's entirely on the retake now for North. They have a single smoke, a single flash, but deep pit control for Yugi, and a chance to move for Zipex. They're both going to go into pit. Oh, they're going to start spamming some shots through the smoke, looking to deal that damage. They know that North can get close. North actually starting to get footing on the bomb site. They're clamoring over the boxes, and it's not prevailing so far. 2 kills back for Astralis, and a clutch attempt for Cajun. Can't hit the... understandably so. I mean, a hell of a half on the T side for Astralis. 10-5 the advantage, and I would be shocked if they don't let off the gas pedal here. We saw it kind of happen on Vertigo once they had momentum, and history tends to repeat itself. Perhaps. Dupree?
Oh,
tapped.
super clean. Mr. Clean with hair.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I
Get
can't.
Cloroxed.
You're just don't drink it.
Magic erase.
Ooh, another one, etc. But you know, are we gonna change to MR12? Who knows what happened? Instructions unclear. But they wait. Gonna stave it off for the moment. We saw that quick rotate from Magisk, and he's still flirting around CT spawn. So Zipex decides to fall off of the boost, spams the smoke, and so far so good because Yugi gets into the mix, but he can't hang on to the sheer numbers of North. Pile driving through those smokes off of the flash. Zipex goes. Magisk's able to get one as well. Yeah, the bomb still planted.
Oh, it was after. Sorry, yeah.
Christu lurking around through Arch. Dupree stampeding through spawn, gives himself up. Now Christu's going to come around, fumbles around with the guns, but oh boy, if he dies, then that gives a chance for the...
Yeah, they get away with 2 kills, and they upgrade both their guns, so this is a totally one round here for Astralis. Like, not bad at all.
Intimidated of him than Glaive.
Yeah, he's much bigger.
Very loud. Booming voices. Booming M4. Shots lined up here on mid. Hello, Device. Long time no see, my friend. 3 kills, going for the 4th, looking to replicate what was that highlight reel moment on Vertigo, but it seems like Dupree could be the final hit. 7 seconds remaining here for Cajun. He's just going to go ahead and plant that bomb. He has to. The 3 CT room. That's a big one to take. Again, no maps exchanged to the favor of North for years now. So a tale that is all